So I just found out that my kiddo, who's in 7th grade, he has to take tests on fucking Islamic shit and fucking all the good things that the Muslims put in the world. Like wonderful Muslim invention, wonderful Islamic creation, and then he has to draw a map, and then he has to take a test, and all this shit they're indoctrinating them by and teaching them all about it. Like it's just all hunky-dory and rainbows and unicorns and shit. But you know what I don't fucking understand? Why they not teaching them the bad shit about it? They painting a false narrative. They ain't teaching them that their prophet married a 6-year-old girlie. They ain't teaching that in the Quran it teaches people how to tell lies. They ain't teaching it in that it tells them to get a long, sharp swordie and do the slicing to this part. They ain't teaching them none of that shit. It's only telling half the story. Because they trying to indoctrinate the youth. I say teach the youth everything and then let them fucking decide for themselves. They got goddamn brains. Essentially, that shit would be like teaching a kid that fucking Jeffrey Dahmer is good at making sandwiches. And he's good at working his VCR. And he's good at making up lies on the spot when you ask him what the stink is. He says it's rotten meat. But that wouldn't be the whole true story of Jeffy Dahmer, would it be, my boys? You gotta tell people the whole story about him so they can make up their own mind. You don't want to indoctrinate them and make them think that the shit's all sweet and fine and dandy, because that shit ain't true. So I told my kiddo go to school the next day, tomorrow, and when you see your teacher say, hey, teach, why ain't you telling us the real shit on all of the story about Islam? Why ain't you telling us all the shit that happens with the Muslims? Why you only telling us part of it that you want us to know so you can create the story and the narrative? Because I can sniff out a goddamn agenda like a fucking bloodhound. And I don't like it. Go home and tell that your mama, your dirty fucking baby mama schizoids.